Welcome, everybody. What's going on to the show? What's going on to the show? I don't even know what that means. Anyway, welcome, everybody. It's Sunday night. Thank you so much for tuning in to us. This is the 2-Bit Crypto Show. I mean, we probably need to think of a name for it, actually. But anyway, it's me, and we're back to talk about all the things going on in the cryptocurrency market, what the setup looks like for this week, why and how the data is going to drive the market, and more importantly, what are some key things to look out for. We're also going to be taking a look at why there is some pretty big token unlocks and some big news. ARK Invest, the Federal Reserve, Solana as well. We'll be talking about lots of stuff to get into and lots of stuff to kind of talk about, like I said, as well as taking a look at the markets and trying to basically understand what is coming this week. Probably the most important week I think we've had in the crypto market, maybe even this year, and certainly next week is going to be as important as we sort of walk through over the course of the next 10 days as we get towards the potential rate cuts, which is, like we said, that's going to be pretty bullish. So, as always, do me a favor as you walk through the door. Please hit that like button. And also, if you're brand new to cryptocurrency, maybe you're brand new to this channel as well, hit that subscribe button. We talk about cryptocurrency every single day, keeping you very much dialed into the market. I've been around since 2017, investing in this market. Been on YouTube since 2021. Talking all things markets, investor, bin rugged, all that kind of stuff. And then we've been on TikTok for about 2 months. So, yeah. I really appreciate the support as always. Again, much appreciated. We'll say hello to a few people. By the way, my screen at this end's gone super weird. Oh, and other big news. I don't know if I told you guys this. My channel strike got removed, weirdly. Just totally got removed. They took it off. Turns out my XRP content is not dangerous or harmful. That's good news, isn't it? So we're back to normal. So hopefully, let's, get some good people in it. Right. Curtis, what's going on? 37 here. Craig's way ready for the week's Nothing Burger. Oh, come on, Craig. Don't be like that. Start the week a little bit more positive. Blazer's here as well. Craig, I said hello to you. Chipper, Robert Dover. Robert, green with a little coin next to you looks fresh, bro. Super fresh. Love it. Kevin Sexton, what's going on? Curtis William, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to MRP. Ron XRP, good to see you, man. It's been a minute. Obi, you also look great in green. Your cool-ass little coins next to you guys look absolutely super bullish. By the way, if you do want to support, link is in the description. I would appreciate it. As always, Daniel, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. Holmes is here. CJ's here. By the way, it's super weird, right? The text is massive on that screen. I don't know why. It's like gone as if I'm like half blind and I can't really see it. But anyway, we will get through it, I'm sure, as we always do. And then welcome to everybody tuning in on TikTok as well. Second live stream of the day here on TikTok. Super enjoyed my my little half an hour, 35-minute walk around with you guys. And some good people, like 300 odd views jumped in. So welcome in, everybody. And again, thank you so much. Don't forget, tap that screen. Make sure you let everybody know how bullish you are on the cryptocurrency markets. And if you enjoy cryptocurrency, you want to keep up to date with it with a non-biased and certainly not chopper-like sentiment, then drop me a quick follow. That'd be great. Right. With that being said, everybody, let's get into what is going on in the market. Pretty interesting setup here for Bitcoin. They're on the 12-hour chart. I want to talk about this in just a minute and why and what we need to look out for. Kevin, good to see you, buddy. Holmes is here as well. Good to see you, Holmes. Welcome. Fight or Fake, what's going on? Great name, by the way. Great name. Hope you're doing well. So, go and have a look over there at TikTok. Come back in a minute. Right, there you go. Here's the market setup. Here's what we got going on. And let's talk a little bit about kind of, I guess, where we're sort of looking, what's cooking, and more importantly, what's coming as well. So, yeah, I could do, shall I do that for you guys? I feel like TikTok gets a bit of a rough deal. I'm just trying to see how that looks on the screen. It kind of looks a bit terrible at that point. Anyway, right. Okay, let's do that. So yeah, what have we got cooking on here? Well, the reality is that we've got some pretty interesting news, namely lots of macro stuff that's sort of working its way out. But what is the charts telling us? Now, for many of you that are in the free Discord, we were kind of chatting, a few of us last night, just about a few things, market setup, particular coins, etc. But we're in a very interesting setup here on BTC. Now, what you've got here is this big downward white line. This is the down trend that we had from obviously the breakout all-time high around 123, all the way down to that low wick of 107,400, which many people thought was the bottom. The market's in, we're all going to zero, and it's finished, right? We got the really strong breakout, and then we've been consolidating, which is a good news story, by the way. And I think we're consolidating in indecision, and I'm going to prove that to you in just a minute. The reality is that we do have indecision on this market, and you can tell by a number of factors. But key things to think about. This big line here, the yellow 100-day, hold on a minute. Let me get my fucking facts right. Jesus Christ. The yellow 50-day exponential moving average is acting as quite a strong level of resistance right now. Here is the bearish cross that came in, which sent us lower and confirmed this complete downtrend. Now, what we're looking for is some catalysts to start to push the market back up. What does that look like? the fact that we see this here is telling us that there is indecision in the market. The reality is that people really don't know what to do. Do they buy? Do they sell? What's the Fed going to do? What's the data going to come out like? That's why this week is so important. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. But this kind of indecision, holding the 200 exponential moving average, this big purple line coming through here, is a very strong support for us. 200 exponential moving average, very, very strong, and actually is a very key indicator. Now, what you've got down here is consistently a flat MACD RSI trend, right? Okay, so this is basically telling us that it's not oversold, it's not overbought, it's basically just trending in the middle. The reality is that, however, this is actually an uptrend from where we were. So you can see the breakout as we came down, we were way below here. And actually the push to the upside did take us slightly above as we wicked up to this resistance line, but then got rejected. Now, what does this then mean for the week ahead? We are going to be incredibly data-driven, and more importantly, that data is then going to signal to what happens next. That's my opinion, okay? So what do I think is going to come out? CPI is probably going to come in a little bit hot, right? Let's just call it what it is. It's probably going to come in 0.1 over expectations. PPI is probably going to come in hot as well. But the fact of the matter is, we all know the Fed is going to cut rates. It's nearly 100% that the Fed's going to cut rates. So what do we need to see? Well, the potential reversal and continuation to the upside based on data that is within parameters that Alinka people are set could signal us breaking this line. If we were to break the 50-day exponential moving average at around 112,300, this, in my opinion, would validate a continuation to the upside and confirm the breakout from the downward trend. This would be good news and would therefore certainly start to push. What you can see here in a small case, and again, this is important to reference, by the way, but you have similar volume spikes as we've seen over the course of the last few weeks, in particular where we see buying and selling and therefore institutional buying and selling as well. This tells us that there is actually some retail coming into the market. So given all that, what do we need to see? And like I said, we need to see the confirmation. It is only likely this is a bullish breakout. We see the break with volume increase and more importantly, RSI and MACD trending in the right direction. This therefore could support a push further to the upside. Now, think about this. Bitcoin dominance still holding below this range of around 58.73%. This is also good news in telling us that Bitcoin dominance isn't the factor driving the markets this weekend. The total crypto market up at 1% and the total 2 up at just under 1%, with the others and the total 3 looking very bullish and actually outperforming both the top 2 indicators. This once again tells us that altcoins are starting to push a little bit further. The only invalidation of this thesis, by the way, is the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, which is actually showing us a bearish move. But yet again, you'll see the yellow line coming in, which is the 50-day exponential moving average, showing us that this is going to be an important moment. This week is going to be incredibly important if we really want to see this massive breakout on the Bitcoin chart. Important. Now, positive news here, double down. We actually see an outflows of USDC and USDT as well, giving us the fact that we see a nice little altcoin rally in a number of particular coins, namely one I called here on the channel, Pump. Now looking very bullish, over 6.5%. Maybe some of you got into that trade when we talked about this at the low range here. Maybe you didn't. I don't know. It's entirely up to you. But the actual altcoin market, with the exception of a few coins, have actually done pretty well, showing us that, well, this weekend, retail decided they were going to go alt market shopping as opposed to Bitcoin shopping. This, therefore, could play into the hands of institutionals the fact that they didn't see this massive pump over the weekend and they just think, hell, I need to get in. This could all play out very much optimistic, hopefully this week, in the price of BTC. Again, the point here is that we are definitely going to have to make sure that the data comes in as we expect, want, and hope, and this therefore could give us some more positive news. So that's the Bitcoin chart. All right, that gives you a view as where the Bitcoin is. That's just my view, by the way, of what I'm seeing. Ethereum is holding up, albeit is slightly below the range that we would like to see. Ethereum range is around 4,328. That is the, again, 50-day exponential moving average. However, we do need a move, otherwise we are going to see a bearish cross here, and this could push Ethereum down to retest the $4,000 mark, which I know loads of people want to see. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, though. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see. It looks like a solid analysis to me. Hey, crypto bros, I like it. Thank you so much, buddy. I've only been doing TA for about 6 months now, but I like to think I'm okay. But thank you, man. I appreciate it. If you don't think it's right, please let me know. So, yeah, OBM Green with envy of your green tiles. So, technically, I am. Get it, Curtis. I love it. I love it. I thought both OBM homes be, well, I mean, look, again, it's never expected. It is obviously massively appreciated, but you don't have to do it. Don't worry about it. Too bad I've followed you for a couple of years now. Your intelligence of crypto has improved exponentially. Appreciate it. Hey, Daniel, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. Like I said, we just want to set out and hopefully try and just give some real good, solid, confident approach to the markets. Now, interestingly, actually, I did post this in our Discord. I mean, it's the premium Discord, so, forgive me. But I did actually post this, which is an interesting setup, and it was a setup for today, actually. And so get ready for this. I said, if the price fails to reclaim the short-term moving average and stay above it, further downside is likely, potentially retesting recent lows. If Bitcoin can close both above moving average with a good volume, we could see a reversal attempt. Well, that's kind of what we're getting into, like I just talked about. If we can see this close, see here, look, these are two key metrics we're looking at. I also then said we can see two downward trend lines drawn, both already broken on the upside. The technical singles short-term bearish pressure weakening. That tells us that actually this move could confirm to the upside. However, the price hasn't made a higher high yet, so the trend reversal is not confirmed. Exactly what we said. Just chill out. What's next? If the price can close above the long-term moving average on strong volume, it could trigger a short-term bullish run targeting the next resistance zone. Failure to break above and sustain could lead to another retest of recent lows. This is what we need to see, and more importantly, this break above that, like I said, 112,300. So that was what I put in the Discord in terms of trade setups. Looks like it played out pretty well, if you ask me. So yeah, good news. Rest of the market, like we said, altcoins are looking okay today. The big movers, and probably one we need to take a look at, is World Liberty Finance. What the hell is going on here? Why is it going absolutely bonkers? The honest answer, in my opinion, by the way, is that they are trying to trick people into buying this. This is whale manipulation. You can see this by the really, really pants volume that's coming through. And more importantly, you can see it by the fact that we are seeing downtrending here. My opinion is people are trying to get people to buy in. The fact that this rallied up to nearly about 24 cents today and then came back down at points, I think it was like 11%, tells me that, well, if this isn't as honest as maybe hopefully people would think. Yeah, Joe, it is. I'm happy for you to, like, there's no one in it at the minute. I did get one customer, actually, but they don't seem to have joined, which is weird. But yeah, it is. I think at the minute, though, I'm probably going to just put it on hold and maybe kind of just start putting it in the members channel or something like that, because that kind of feels like it probably makes sense for the short term. What I do want to do is probably start to think about who could come in part of it as a paid role, by the way, and start to add some value to it. But it needs people in there first and foremost. So, but I might just, because at the minute I'm sort of pushing to a Discord where no one's in, and I probably need to push it to a membership where we've got a couple of people in. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. That's what I'll be doing anyway. But yeah, it is set up, I believe. I'm ready to rock and roll. So yeah, World Liberty Finance, we could see another bounce on this. It is important. It's not my mum in the premium Discord. She's got no idea. Fairground, what's going on? Buying anything that beginning with C, namely Crow and Chules. I like the fact you put 7 Z's. Bullish. I have some ideas for you too, but we'll share the investment call. Nice, Holmes. Yeah, love it. The rest of the altcoin market, by the way, a couple of coins. Fetch AI on the announcement that potentially they're going to start burning some coins. That could be good news if we see that. Tron continuing its upside. This was where a lot of people believed that actually on the Tron move, that people were dumping Tron to buy World Liberty Finance and pumping it. Have we seen a complete reversal? You've got to be careful. Tron and World Liberty Financial, be very careful on those two. I think they're going to be pretty volatile. The meme coin market, though, starting to move as well. If you haven't already joined my meme coin channel on TikTok, no, it's not on TikTok. It's on YouTube. Then go down in the description, click on that, and go and subscribe to my meme coin channel. All the latest meme coins, as well as everything else you are possibly going to need. We're going to keep the two very much separate. Bullish indeed. And then Pump Fund, like I said, talked about this before. Definitely feel like this one has the momentum. And more importantly, look at this. Bullish crossover here on the exponential moving averages. And by the way, hugely bullish here on our RSI and MACD trends. So look, we could see some very good news in this particular token. Don't forget, Solana volume is up. Pump Fund volume is up as well. And yeah, I think people are looking for that play. People are looking for the potential. Again, I've talked about this before. Rev share comes on, Pump's going to the freaking moon. And don't forget, legislation is now being passed in the hope that they remove the need for these to have banking licenses or broker exchange licenses as well. So as an example, Uniswap will have to do it. Neither will Pump Fund. This could be incredibly bullish for what's going on. So yeah, definitely keep an eye on those things for sure. Right, that is your quick summary of what's going on in the market. Let's take a look at what people on X are saying. And here it goes. Is it just the same? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Come crypto head to the moon, please. Let's do it. I realized I didn't mute then. I'm sorry. TikTok. You just heard me cough in all its glory. Georgia Norton says, we're everywhere. We are the meme revolution. Okay, I'll take a look at you guys in a bit. Blockchain and Bolt, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you. Welcome, everybody. Appreciate you coming in. MK, thanks for the follow, man. I appreciate it. She says, World Liberty Finance the moon. Sitecoin coming in with a $6.99. Appreciate it. Alvin, thank you so much, pal. Thank you so much. Oh, that's what we could do. Could we? We could do membership only marble races. You could bring it back to the old school, baby. Oh, man, imagine that. Too, but did you see that XVM made a little move, says it has connection to XRPL? Yeah, I've been researching that. I'm going to have a little bit more for you guys tomorrow night. I've been researching it. I'm just going to state my position right now. It feels a little bit like a hyped TikTok coin. But yeah, I have been doing some research on it, so I'll have a little bit more for you guys tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, look, if it's gains, baby. That's what we've got to say. Anyway, look at this. Same fake out, same breakout. The only difference, this one is 27x bigger. The only super cycle moment everyone in crypto needs to know about is the 2025 bull market cycle playing up perfectly as the same as the 2017. Is that what it says? September won't move much, but Q4 will go to the moon. Let's hope so, Blair. Oh, shit. You guys can hear me now. Sorry, just did 2 massive coughs and no one wants to hear that. Right. Is it just the same? Good form. I still think, by the way, and I know a lot of people are still a little bit on the sidelines with this. I actually still think September has definitely got some momentum and could very much surprise a lot of people. There's no reason I have. And again, a number of times I walk through it. Right now, I've got no reason to think that September is going to be super bearish. We're already 2.43% up and we are on the 7th of September. So we're a week in, 2.5%. Could we finish at 10% on September? That could absolutely invalidate what everyone thinks and validate my thesis. So look, September still looks pretty reasonable if you ask me. The fact of the matter is, though, on a couple of key charts we're going to talk about here, look at this. Liquid, in fact, you guys need to see this as well, TikTok, so come back in a minute. Liquid BTC supply just at an all-time high. What does this mean? This means that the fact that fewer coins are now available on exchanges, mounting pressure for the next big move. People are making the argument right now that, hey, I don't want my Bitcoin on... No, Alvin. Awful. I can't believe you're still pushing that narrative. You can't call it crumch. Anyway, this means that fewer coins available on exchanges, mounting pressure for the next big move. People are stacking Bitcoin like crazy. They do not want it on exchanges. What does this mean? This means that actually longer term, people are very much bullish on what this looks like. People are stacking Bitcoin like crazy people, and this could be optimistic. Now, think about this. Every blood moon, which allegedly is tonight, by the way. If you can see the moon, apparently it's pretty red. I can't see it because it's literally raining here. But anyway, another one is happening today, and I think it's bearish for BTC and alts. I see a dump below 100k is highly likely. This just tells you that anyone can make anything up on charts, and this is complete nonsense. The fact of the matter is that do we see a 100k correction this week? I don't believe so. Unless CPI or anything super crazy comes in, I don't believe that to be the case. Again, my point here... Oh, I did not mean to do this. My point here is that anyone can make any old rubbish up, and people, unfortunately, believe it. So, again, blood moons and cryptocurrency don't mean a thing. CPI data does. All right, that's the important thing here, not blood moons. Coin Bureau, we talked about that. Bitcoin Archive also giving us the view, 72% of total supply locked by long-term holders. This is important. Remember, this is a metric we've been talking about now for the longest time, in the fact that long-term holders continue to stack Bitcoin, even while short-term holders continue to sell. This gives us very much an optimistic standpoint as to where things are going to go. Very bullish in terms of how we look like, and very, very important as to where we kind of going to go. Holy shit, I've just seen the... Holy shit, that can't be true. No way that could be true. Okay. Okay. All right, yeah, we'll talk about that in just a second. So yeah, this could be good news, by the way. This could be good news as we get into it. So yeah, it's a bull moon tonight. Ali G knows what's up. Ali G knows what's up. Let's all hope so, hey? Let's all hope so. But anyway, good news, I think. As Bitcoin continues to exit exchanges, this can only be bullish longer term, and hopefully we're going to get into that. We've already seen the moon in Australia. Oh, Damien. I mean, what time is it? It's like 7 a.m. or something there for you guys. You're literally on Monday morning. Psycho says, could we do a vote like who wants to make a coin called Crumpets and Ranch? Oh, God. No way. I tell you what, if you want to make a coin called Crumpets and Ranch, type Crumpets in the chat. Let's do it. This ought to be the best Q4s ever. Maybe. Maybe. Anyway, let me know what you guys think, TikTok, as always. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Set of legends. Good to see you all. It doesn't even look like a full moon tonight. Yeah, a load of blood moon. Well, allegedly Halloween, bonfire night, my daughter's birth, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and my birthday all in Q4. And a bullish Bitcoin market that could crumpet. Get it, Fairground. That could see us head into 2026. Thesis might be changing pretty soon, albeit, I mean, Al's not here tonight. He's on holiday somewhere. So I might change my thesis and maybe go to 2026. Not yet. Not yet. I want to just be confident about that, but certainly there's a good argument for that. Okay, there's your chart going on. We'll keep an eye on what's going on with BTC. Right. Let's talk about what is coming this week. Some key things to think about. CPI, S&P 500 additions, and other things are very much important. Why? What have we got? Well, let's bring the official United States calendar in and take a look at some of this data, because this data could be freaking crazy. You have got some key things to think about. Nothing basically until Wednesday, though, so think about that. PPI coming in on Wednesday. Now, I was looking at this, and why I was going, holy crap, that doesn't make sense. Previous PPI data, month-over-month, came in at 0.9%. That was an increase of 0.3 over the 0.6 expectation. Now, forecast for this PPI report is 0.6. Consensus and expectations say 0.3. Holy shit. If this comes in at 0.3 with a forecast of 0.6, you better be already in the markets, because, oh my gosh, that's going to be pretty epic. And then when you look at CPI data coming in on Thursday, September the 11th, that prediction is 2.9, which is over a forecast of 2.8. That would give us an increase of 0.1%. Now, that would be slightly uneasy, but I don't think people are going to really care. So it is important to think about where that one goes through. But PPI looks like it's going to come in pretty bullish, in fairness, and therefore core PPI month-over-month may be a pretty big deal. You can see there the last spike, and actually a 0.3 would take us back below May. If you think about where BTC was trending around May time, this could obviously play out pretty much optimistic as where we get to. This was the first time we started to see the move, and more importantly, the big breakout here from 93,000. In fact, if you remember in May, we rallied up to the first initial high. We broke 111,000 before consolidating and making the next move up. This therefore could play out exactly as we're predicting right now, which could see us consolidate with a breakout to the upside continuation on there. Remember, early May was a continuation of this bull pattern. This could be good news with volume coming in and lots of people predicting we're going higher. Freaking get in there. It's going to be good news. So this could absolutely play out and would be pretty crazy if that comes in at that level. So yeah, keep your eye out for it. BPI might be wild this week, and certainly could be very, very bullish, and certainly could play out very favorably as well. However, do be mindful. CPI data is set for Thursday. PPI a day earlier. Markets widely expect Fed rate cuts in September. By the way, just to give you an idea of exactly how much the Fed rates are going to come in, everyone's starting to just flip a little bit more bullish as to where this is going to go. This could play out perfectly for markets, risk assets, and much more. Look at this, 89% now. Absolutely confident we are getting a rate cut. 11% potentially giving us a 0.5. So within the next 2 weeks, you could get a 50 basis points cut, a 0.3% decline on PPI, therefore cost of the cost of the producer less, and a CPI data in line with expectations. Holy crap, we could be starting to break out and making another big sentiment move on Bitcoin. This is what I was talking about right at the very start of the show. What's going on, Vern? Good to see you, buddy. We could then start to see this play out. Now, also, don't forget, weak jobs report on Friday raised expectation of easing. This, albeit is not great, does play out once again in terms of getting those rate cuts down, which ultimately will support everybody. The benchmark S&P 500 closed at a record high on Thursday, so understand the fact that stocks are going wild. Gold peaked again today, breaking a new all-time high. Everybody and their freaking nan is buying gold, right? Now, this could be good news, by the way, because what you could see, therefore, is an absolute insanity when people rotate out of gold, take the profits they made in that, and look to get into more risk assets as cost of buying, blending, and everything else comes down. So, holy shit, get strapped in. It's about to get freaking crazy, if you ask me. Now, you can lose all your money and it's wild, but I think we are about to see some sort of crazy shit going on in the markets, and I absolutely expect to see some pretty wild pumps. This could be what resurges the meme coin market, and altcoins may go to the freaking moon within the next 2 weeks. As always, never financial advice, but certainly I would be keeping very close to what's going on with some of this data. Watch out, Wall Street, in my opinion. I think Monday is going to be pretty flat. And then I think we'll see Tuesday ramp up with, as consensus builds, that PPI could be as crazy as a 0.3 reduction. And then if it comes in, we might see some pretty spicy stuff going into Thursday. So yeah, it's a big week. It definitely is a big week, and certainly one to keep our eyes peeled on it. Right, given all of this news and noise, there was alleged claims today that Tether, obviously the biggest provider of a stablecoin in the market, claimed that they sold Bitcoin and bought gold. Is this true? The official statement coming out of the CEO was no. Absolutely not. CEO Paolo Adrinio stated in a statement on social media profile on X that the company did not sell any Bitcoin and that the news that it converted its BTC assets into gold did not reflect the truth. The allegations in question came light after an analyst, Clive Thompson, revealed Tether's audit reports. Thompson's claimed the cryptocurrency's BTC holdings were declining, suggesting a shift into gold. Maybe. That could be a thing. So, yeah, thanks for sharing the stream, everybody. That would be great if you could. Little arrow at the bottom. Just click it. Get it out there. Let people know we're live, baby. It's definitely worth it. Holmes, I said earlier, if I keep saying worst case scenario like nothing burger, we'll see a complete opposite of what I say. I mean, that's true. That's true. What we need to do is Craig needs to go into full-on stablecoin and we're going to be fine. If there's a rate cut, it's because of the tariffs pushing costs up, not because of good market. The jobs numbers have been shit. Well, that's why they're going to bring a rate cut. So you're right. The rate cuts will come because the employment data is starting to really be a problem. So bear in mind, if you bring rate cuts in, it's generally cheaper to hire people. You're paying lower production costs. So yeah, it's not necessarily at all because of good markets. It's because the labor market is weakening. Now, Trueflation did actually drop below 2% on the US inflation data. Obviously, that is now nearly a month out of date, so we'll need to see where that comes in. But yeah, the rate cuts, the rate cuts are specifically about now getting employment moving. They want to try and spur it on. So think about this: inflation's now 2.02% year on year. This updating daily. So again, we'll see what this looks like when we go into the markets. But good news, okay. But yeah, as I always hear and go, that first quarter 2025, 92,650 BTC, and second quarter 83,000. During the period, Tether allocated a total of 19,800 BTC for the XXI initiative. And if you add the two together, then yeah, it looks a pretty good number with a surplus of 4,624. So good news, Tether are not dumping Bitcoin on us to buy gold. Massive choppers, always positive. Always positive. Solana price bullish. Now, I don't know if you guys caught my TikTok on Solana, but you know, people are kind of predicting that we could see $1,000 Solana. Never financial advice, but I'm down for it. Investors bought $770 million worth of Solana in the 7 days, with 3.79 million SOL leaving exchanges, signaling strong accumulation. We've been talking about this for a while, actually. People are going big on Solana, and I think people are going to freaking miss it, right? I think people are going to miss it. A breakout of 206 could push Sol towards 214, 221, while a drop off at 195 risks the decline to 189 with a range-bound action to come in. But I don't think that is going to happen. Look at the chart on Solana. It looks freaking absolutely fantastic. Look at this. It's like holding up perfectly on a macro trend. It's perfectly on the 20-day exponential moving average. And therefore, if you are in a bullish frame of mind, you would argue Sol is going to kind of just go whoop and start to push to the upside. Like the caterpillar, it eats the worm, in line with the rest of the cryptocurrency market. And hopefully that's exactly what we see and exactly what plays out. Solana, in my opinion, very much undervalued and bullish. So keep your eyes on Solana. But yeah, lots of people think we're going to get some good side news. In other news, this is super bullish for Ethereum, by the way. If you haven't caught this news, Professor Bull, rate cuts need ASAP 10 days, my friend. And you'll be saying, man, I'm super bullish on rate cuts. Cathie Wood's ARK Invest increased its holdings in BitMine immersion stocks to $267 million as of September the 6th. Bear in mind, BitMine is Tom Lee's super bullish case. He's on CNBC with Michael Saylor tomorrow. That is going to be an interview you do not want to miss. ARK Invest's substantial increase in BitMine immersion signifies notable confidence in Ethereum-related infrastructure. This is going to be super crazy. So, yeah, Ethereum getting an absolutely mega boost from Cathie Wood and obviously Tom Lee at BitMine. This is going to be crazy. Ethereum definitely setting up once again for another strong move, and I think we'll see a way bigger move in Ethereum based just upon what people are buying. Again, Ethereum just continues to rocket. Again, Ethereum at 4277 exhibits market cap of $516 billion. And yeah, despite a decline, albeit over the last 7 days, over 90 days, ETH witnessed a 66% increase. So ETH is looking super bullish right now, and lots of good news. And finally, Federal Reserve's independence reaffirmed amid a nomination hearing. Kevin Hassett, the director of the White House National Economic Council, emphasized the Federal Reserve monetary policy should remain free from political pressure and confirmed no current reform plans exist. That's him taken out of the equation. That's him gone. So yeah, we'll see. That will say, I'm 𝗥𝗲𝗍. At least respond. Give me a minute. I'm on freaking YouTube as well, bro. All right. How much could ETH fall last? I don't even know what you mean. $4,000. There you go. I talked about it right at the very start of the stream. Could ETH push down to $4,000? Yes, you need some macro that's going to push it down. ETH looking slightly bearish based upon some of the data and some of the charts that we have. We could see Ethereum lose a little bit of ground. Does it wick all the way down to 4,000? Maybe. That might be. 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗀, what's going on, buddy? Welcome. I mean, you typed it 4 times. Like, chill out. Jesus Christ. Do you know how hard it is to stream and, like, answer every freaking question? Meme coin super cycle. I still think there is a big move in meme coins, and I feel like I'm a little bit on my own in this. But I do, because I think Ethereum's going to run. I think Solana's going to run. And what are the 2 biggest meme coin chains that you've got? Solana and freaking Ethereum. So, yeah, I think that could be good news indeed. It says someone's trying to contact me. I don't even know what that means, by the way. It's come up twice now. Buying the dip and it goes low. Yeah, I mean, that's it. Zach, why did you say that? Zach says we're going to see a dump this week come in. Oh, shit. TikTok Toyn just sent in a galaxy. I have no idea what that means, but it looks super freaking bullish on my screen, by the way. Holy crap. That is bullish. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. I think that's the first one I've ever got. And yeah, it's awesome, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I mean, you don't need to be any more bullish than that, baby. Let's get it. Let us get it. XRP. I mean, look, I've got some content coming out about XRP looking pretty bullish, if you ask me. I think XRP is set for a very strong move very soon. Oh, by the way, let's chuck some coins back out to you guys there. There we go. Bosh. Enjoy that. Grab some of those, baby. Grab some of those. That would be awesome. Hey, TikTok coin, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Think next week will be sideways or lower. No, I think we're going to see, look, based upon what we've just had a look at in terms of data, I actually think we're going to see a strong, solid move. We need to get through Monday. If Monday holds up, I reckon we're going to be good news. Chainlink, joy. Oh, mate, I've got some Chainlink content coming out for you guys. If Chainlink takes a dump, I am definitely going to try and get in a position on Chainlink. I think there's way crazier shit coming with Chainlink. That could be $100 this cycle. Definitely could be $100. Not financial advice. Again, just my opinion, but I definitely think it could be. TikTok coin. Oh, man, I'll take a look at you. Definitely. When we get to the DeFi section, someone remind me to take a look at TikTok coin. Market is a pump tomorrow. Let's hope so. I don't think like Mondays. Yeah, I know. It's just another Magic Monday, though, Fairground. You got to keep an eye on that one. So, right. Good. That is the news. That is the overall market sentiment. If you've got coins you want to take a look at, maybe technical analysis of anything, then let me know in the chat. And, yeah, we'll try and get into it. Done by the institutions wouldn't surprise me for Thursday's result. Yeah, it depends, though. If they think it's going to be bullish on Thursday, why dump? Is that true, Holmes? Nice. Obi wants special privileges being green. Obi's got special privileges being green. He has got special privileges. He also has special privileges in the Discord channel as well. Think this week will be bearish. Interesting. Go on, 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝘁𝗲𝗀. Let me know why you think it's going to be why it's going to be bearish. Chainlink's going to start charging fees for oracles at the end of the year, which could be good news, by the way, because everyone's going to use it. And don't forget, the biggest provider of RWA is what? Chainlink, baby. Everyone's going to move to that as we start to see it. Likewise, Ondo Finance. If you haven't understood what's coming with that, you definitely need to go and check my video out talking about why Ondo Finance is going to be a monster. We touched on it the other night, but think about this. If the US Treasuries market heads to on-chain through Ondo, that's $25 trillion. Oh, I'm not sure I'm asking you. Oh, no, I don't think it's going to be bearish. I think we're going to have a decent week this week. And because next week, don't forget, 10 days time, we set up for the rate cuts. So think about that. Sure, I saw someone today, the UK government using Chainlink and Python for data. The US government. Yeah, US government. I don't believe the UK government is, but the US is, yeah. What privilege do you have in Discord? I don't know. I think you can just see channels that other people can't. I'm looking to load up a bit, but not sure if I load tonight or next week. Calamari, I absolutely know what you think. So I bought more. I bought some Ondo yesterday. And honestly, I'm definitely looking for an entry on Pump. However, I feel like I'm either A, going to miss it like I did with Chainlink, or it's going to give me that opportunity, but I'm not sure. Pump has flipped slightly bullish. Again, markets are moving and legislation is supporting it. So, oh man, I don't know why I've got a cough tonight, but anyway. So yeah, this is my view. I think there's definitely going to be some upside. I'm watching Pump. I'm watching WLFI because I think they could be 2 very, very good coins. So keep your eyes peeled on it for sure. Reckon Ondo could do $10. I mean, I think Ondo is going to be very specific as to what goes on it. However, again, think of it this way. Even if they just took the ETF market, it's $11 trillion. We've never seen, bear in mind, like that amount of money is more than like 3 times the entire cryptocurrency market. Like, it's insane. Now they've got 100 ETFs. So people might say, well, 2bit, there's no way the entire ETF market's going to come on chain. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, you're talking nonsense, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to unsubscribe, all that kind of stuff, right? That's fine. People can give that opinion. But what if it does? And why wouldn't it? 100 ETFs are already going through the Ondo platform. They're already being tokenized. You look at RWA, tokenization at the same time, it's going to be freaking crazy. So yeah, I think Ondo's, yeah. Too late for Pepe and Bonk. Max, I would argue, I think Pepe, I mean, I'm DCAing down into Pepe in fairness. I'm way overpriced on Pepe than I probably should be. So yeah, I mean, what's Pepe at now? It's still got, I mean, it's got 5 zeros, right? Yeah, 5 zeros, 979. It's at the lower end of where it's been. Not the super low end, but yeah, definitely like lower end. It's under every key metric. Here's this caveat. Pepe is either going to wreck everyone or it's going to create millionaires. That's my opinion of Pepe. I like to hope the latter would be true. But right now, Pepe is probably in a place where it on a technical standpoint, is probably signaling, actually, yeah, it's probably not a bad time to get involved in. Bonk's probably similar. So meme coins have still got a move, but if you believe the market's got way more to give and you think Ethereum is going to go way higher, and you think Solana is going to get to $1,000, then you've got to understand Pepe, Bonk, Brett, Pengu, Doge, Shiba Inu, will it be finance? Shit, what am I trying to think? Dog with hat. They're all going to have a big they have to do. Like, if the native chains go big, then they're going to go big as well. HBAR, please. If you haven't already seen my HBAR video, you should go and watch that video. It's on YouTube. It was up earlier on today. Yesterday, actually. Yeah, super, super excited about HBAR. Again, though, I do feel like it's in a inflection point and it needs to push to the upside. The positive news is continuing on this level. We are about to see this is a super bearish trend, by the way. We see the 20-day heading down, breaking the 200 is super bearish. So again, you have to be mindful, I think, with HBAR, but I do think longer term, this could be a very, very, very good play. Longer term. But understand that it's a very bearish sentiment. So you could argue right now, you could see HBAR maybe retest 20 cents. If we got some really, really big push down in the market, HBAR could come down to maybe 18 cents. There's where you want to try and ladder your options, keep your risk aversion. That's the kind of way to play it, in my opinion, by the way. Shibon Base just launched a mega utility AI vet for people, first of its kind. Everyone will see us. Nice, Northern Dictatorship. What's going on, buddy? Welcome. Coin Master says, guys, aimed pep. Oh my god, what the hell is that? Okay, loading, check it out. Okay, fine. HBAR will be $1 this run, in my opinion. Maybe, yeah. Lauren Babs here. What's going on, Bubs? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Aeroworth, DCR, has it gone? No, Aerodrome, I'm in. Bear in mind, Aerodrome, by the way, is 20% staking right now. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, at 112, I think it's a little bit overpriced, but I don't want it to go any lower. So I don't really want to say to you, oh, well, I think it's going to be fine. It's going to come down. What I would say on Aerodrome is potential reversal on the cards. This would be good news, by the way, as this kind of plays out. So hopefully we see this. Still slightly bullish above the 20-day exponential move, 200 exponential moving average. This will be good news. But yeah, 20% staking rewards on Aerodrome Finance. Yeah, but this is the point I was making before. You just want to ladder in. So if you really want to get in, you want to buy on the red, so don't buy on the green. That's obvious. You know, today's a green day. It's not a crazy green day, but it's green. Do you want to be buying cryptocurrency today? Probably not. Wait and see what tomorrow looks like. There'll always be a chance. Always be a chance. I know people say you might miss it, but there'll always be a chance. And yeah, I've had my Aerodrome stake now for, man, I bet it's like 14 months maybe. Like, yeah, it's been very good to me. I've DCA'd from buying way too high on Aerodrome through staking rewards to almost get my point to break even at this current price. Albeit, I think I'm actually there in fairness, but yeah. Legendary, and people talk about me and my strategies. Are you telling me that you reinvested in Pepper because it's green? Legendary says frogs are green and so are dollars. I love that. I love that. 103 stocks being tokenized on Ondo is just the start. I agree, Beebs. Yeah, it's wild. Shame Angela in a quit was going to ask her for tax advice. No, it's property stamp duty she's all about. I'm sick with Bonk now, and if it pumps first, I'll reinvest in sand. Go, Craig. Feels a bit late to the pump party. Yeah, it does a little bit. Only if you believe that there isn't a longevity in pump fun. That's the question you got to ask yourself. If you actually think pump fun could longer term, you know, kind of be the place where everyone goes to potentially launch new coins, then you go, well, pump fun's probably relatively undervalued. But yeah, we'll see. I made money in Pepe when I deleted the last zero. It seems silly to invest now. Plenty of other low cap coins out there like Bonk. Yeah, that's true. With more utility as well. Not that I'm saying utility is the end of the world when it comes to meme coins, but it's not a bad thing. Shane, what's going on, man? Welcome, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. Appreciate you here. Reinvest in Sand. Someone take his mod stairs. Let him invest what he wants. Sand, as Alex Becker said, was a $7 billion market cap project last year. All right, or 2021. So, you know, Sand could go crazy. Sand could go crazy. That's my opinion anyway. Anyway, right, DeFi market. Not too much going on over here. There's a couple of movers, a couple of groovers, a few things that you might want to know about that you may not do, depending if you're invested in them. So Simon the Crocodile, don't know if anyone's still in that one, moved 87% today. That was a solid mover. And Groover, Mona's up 60%. Some of these, like, you know, meme coins that look like they were donezo have absolutely gone crazy this week. So very interesting as to kind of how this plays out. So, yeah, you know, if you're invested in any of those, congrats. They had some nice big movers and groovers. Always bullish to see those and always good to see people winning. The rest looks pretty flat. FOMO, 4.35 milli. Don't know how people feel about that, but yeah, it's making a nice little move. But if you got any coins to take a look at, then yeah, let's have a look at them. I mean, that one, FOMO, looks pretty bullish, actually. DOVU. Let's take a look at that. DOVU. Oh, is it the HBAR up 20%? Man, that's looking pretty crazy as well. $35 million market cap. Bullish. Bullish. Yeah, look at that. That's looking like a great player. Hot 3 HBAR meme. Is it meme coin? Feels like a bit more of an AI coin, but yeah. Maybe. Maybe where we get to. Good news indeed. How's 2-bits matchmaking couple tonight? Here's 4. Where is 420 just come in? I haven't seen him. Where is he? Why is his name not there on the screen? I don't know where you are. Oh, you're there. 420, what's up, crew? What's going on, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you, man. Dan Dazzy, welcome to the channel, buddy. Good to see you as well. Welcome everybody in. As always, don't forget, just do me a quick little favor. Find that thumbs up, tap it. Also, if you're here on TikTok, there is some real therapeutic rhythm when you tap the screen. Honestly, it's super bullish. Tapping the screen. Appreciate everybody, by the way. And yeah, once again, shout out. Oh, TikTok coin. We're gonna have a look at you guys, won't you, for the insane galaxy? I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna take a look at it. TikTok coin. Is this you guys here? Are you a pump fund token that launched 7 months ago? I mean, it's really hard to find you guys on here, but there's a couple of TikTok coins. Couple of TikTok coins. Alvin coming once again with the 6.99. You massive bull. What's going on, buddy? Thank you so much. Hey, Calamari, you massive legend. CoinMaster says, memes are loading utility. AI mined Pepe. Okay, I got you guys now. I got you guys. Man, that was a hard one to read. You must not have launched it, I'm assuming. Senator Rose, thank you so much, Calamari, you legend. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks for tuning in. Tell you what, we really are starting to just get things moving here. The TikTok audience is growing. You know, we've got nearly 100 people on YouTube. We're at like 55 people here on TikTok. Like, we're making it happen, people. Making it happen. Good. Right. Okay. Anything got anyone? What did Stray Dog do today? 1.98. Man, this is a disappointment, isn't it? This was actually doing really, really well. This was doing really well. Look at this. Massive chopper coin. I usually just steal coins from other TikTokers live and save them for the 2-bit live. Thank you so much, Lauren. Hopefully you guys grab some coins on our box. Always good news. Always good news. Right. The market is pretty boring. There's not really too much going on, by the way. It's all going to play out. I mean, it's all going to play out in probably the next couple of hours. Let's take a quick look at the pre-market and see what we're seeing on here. Eco Credits Project. Oh, nice. Let's take a look and see what the futures and the open looks like. Bear in mind, for all those that believe in CME gaps and all that kind of stuff. Oh, the other thing I want to do, by the way, is, yeah, we're going to be proving Dr. Robotnik wrong as well. So where's the CME gap? In fact, everything's been filled, hasn't it? So barring the 93K one. So we do have a little bit of a CME gap from what, 112, albeit we're going to be there or thereabouts, aren't we? Very small CME gap. So nothing too much to stress, but pre-markets are showing the Dow down just a little bit. The S&P 500 may come down just a tad. We don't really care about these. The big one we care about is here. Look at this. The Hong Kong Stock Exchange showing it's going to open at a 359-point change. That could be pretty bullish. The Nikkei opening 438 points to the upside. This could be good news. And yeah, fingers crossed we'll see this kind of play out very much favorably as the market goes. So yeah, stocks could get another rally. However, whenever we get stocks moving, by the way, this generally isn't great for cryptocurrency. We want to see certainly risk assets we want to see this kind of come down. Equally, I'm going to keep a very, very, very close eye on what's going on with the what am I trying to think of? Come on. Think. The treasury yields. We need to keep our eyes on that this week and see what we do. Bullish or bearish? For this week, bullish. Marginally bullish. Not like insane new all-time highs by the end of the week. Marginally bullish. I think data should come in relatively okay. Actually, do we know why XRP pumped 10 cents today? Hit 292 at some point today. I mean, look, I said this. We saw some pretty big movements of capital around. I don't know if you guys track any of this stuff or keep your eyes on what's going on, but like Galaxy Digital, I think, were moving some money around. There was some big moves from Wintermute. They were kind of, they were chucking a bit of crypto around today, you know, like millions of dollars, which is kind of crazy to think about, but rate cut should help. Yeah. They won't be super crazy, but they will be good news. So again, you can see here, look, this is today over on Wintermute, just giving you an idea of some of the capital being moved around. And you can see that this is a kind of, you know, pretty big thing. You'd argue, are they positioning themselves potentially for this week? Look at this morning. You saw massive amounts of Ethereum going into Binance. You saw some massive amounts going over to Circle, USDC once again being minted and put over there. So lots of Ethereum being moved around, lots of Bitcoin being moved around. Again, this is all about liquidations and more importantly about suppression. Now, again, we'll talk a bit more about that tomorrow. And equally, I've got some content coming out on both TikTok and YouTube, actually. So you definitely need to keep close on that. But yeah, some pretty interesting capital moving around, which the last time we saw this generally was a slightly bearish sentiment. Is that going to be the case this time? I don't know. I think I think the fact that they have moved a lot of Ethereum around probably tells us that, you know, maybe we're going to see some more favorable moves when it comes to such things as ETH, etc. Which is more upside, Pepe or Pengu, if you were to invest a K? I would say, well, if you just go based on pure maths, pure mathematics, you've got Pepe at what, a $4 billion market cap? Is that right? And Pudgy Penguins at like 1.3, I think. Hold on a minute, let me tell you exactly. Let's deal in facts, not in fiction. Memes, here we go. So yeah, so Pepe is at a $4.1 billion market cap. You've got 1.8 on Pudgy Penguins. In theory, your argument would be that Pudgy Penguins has a better upside. The debate will always be, though, will it? Don't forget, Pepe is almost a new institutionalized meme coin, isn't it? You know, is Pepe going to be the Shiba Inu of this cycle? That's what people are hedging their bets against. Is Pudgy Penguins the same? I don't think so. Massive IP rights, sponsoring like Daytonas, very much in your face. Shib didn't do that. Doge didn't do that. Yeah, I think that could be interesting. What's the hype with XVM? Okay, we need to look at this. Let's get it up. XVM. Let's bring it up and see what the hell's going on with it. Man, it's up 135% today. Jesus Christ. What is this? I don't even know what it is, to be honest. I said, look, I'm doing a little bit of research on it, but RWA on XRP. Okay, built on the XRP ledger. They're advancing RWA for XRP ecosystem. Yeah, okay, I saw that. It's available on the leading markets, which is no exchanges, by the way. I mean, what is the good? I don't understand it. We're pioneering the tokenization of real assets on both Ripple and Solana networks, creating unprecedented opportunities for value creation and transfer. Okay. I mean, all right. I mean, it's a pretty standard website. I said this before, and I will say it again. I still think this is an overhyped TikTok coin. I might be bad. I might be bad news, by the way, but I think it is. People might hate me for it. People might say that I'm wrong. But yeah, I don't know what that's offering. Unless someone can tell me something different, I right now I'm unclear as to exactly what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. All right, you're going to put RWA on XRPL. Okay, well, loads of people are going to do that. 17 posts. XVM is building the future of RWA, the fastest growing sector in crypto with the most potential upside. Yeah, we know that. I'm just matured. Okay. Okay. Tokenization. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna. This is probably gonna be controversial, by the way. I'm gonna come out there and say I think this is basically at fucking zero in about a week. I don't get it. I don't get the hype. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's a billion supply. I mean, look, it's a $53 million market cap. You can't argue with that. 19,000 holders. Yeah, I don't understand why it's going crazy though. I don't know. I don't think it's dodgy. Just so we're clear, I don't think it's dodgy. I don't understand what it's offering. I guess that's where I'm at. Advantage Network, maybe. How's HBAR looking? Yeah, we just talked about that. Ryan, yeah, pretty good, I think. Pretty good. Maybe get a test of 18. That could be an opportunity to buy in. I don't know the supply. Well, yeah, billion is the supply. We can see that now. So yeah, XVM, not sure about it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Maybe someone can, maybe I'm being thick. I don't think I am, but maybe I'm Bill thick. Bill and hype, perhaps. It feels very much Bill and hype. Who's promoting it? That'd be my question. Is it like a big, because what was the other one that everyone talked about? DG coin or whatever the hell it was. That was like, pump, dump. See you later. What's your timeline for alt season? I think we're in alt season. I talked about this 2 weeks ago. I think we're in alt season right now. Maybe people disagree with me, but I think we are. No, here, I'm curious too. I have some nice buys though, and it sounds very bullish. Yeah. I mean, what? Yeah. I mean, the concept of it sounds good. Asked someone today if they had any XRP. They said no, but Danny might have some. Then that was talking about some weird street. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy because of easy come, easy go. Will you let me go? Bishmillah, no big deal. SBF building in secret. Oh, can you imagine? That'd be wild. That'd be wild. But yeah, I think alt season's here. I think we could see some solid moves to the upside on alt season for sure. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about this. No idea. No idea at all. So they added, I mean, look at the capital. It added 100 grand. So it added 241 Sol at launch. Is it a pump fund coin? No, it's not a pump fund. So this wallet is a token creator wallet that's launched it. Okay, yeah. So create token XVM 5 days ago. So added 50 grand in Sol. I mean, Jesus. And then they removed liquidity fees. Where did they move liquidity from then? 124,000. Meteora. Okay. Why did they remove that? Wrapped Solana. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, my view is this is some sort of way overhyped social media coin. Again, I might be wrong, by the way. I might be wrong, but anything that's already at like 54 million. And DG coin, by the way, I imagine is at fucking 0 right now. Here it is. DG coin is at 357k market cap. Bear in mind, this mother trucker went to what? Like, I mean, what did this one do? 100 billion or something crazy? Feels like it's following a very similar pattern. No, like, oh, hype, dump, then boom, dump. Yeah, probably not something I'm going to bother with. And I still don't really understand what it's doing. It's going to RWA XRP. Sorry, it's going to tokenize things on the XRP ledger. All right, cool. Great. Has it done anything yet? Doesn't look like it. More exchanges are coming soon. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm going to officially state my stance on that is that I think it's an overhyped bullshit social media coin. It's my opinion. Paul to Bitcoin's worth a look. Interesting. Any bullish news on Lunk or Jasmy? I haven't seen anything, to be honest. How much do you think Pepe goes to? I'd like to see it break 2 zeros, but I don't know if it will. Do we think it could at $40 billion market cap? Could do. Could do. Could it be the biggest meme coin out there? Maybe. It's got a good narrative. I don't know. Maybe. I'd like to see it about 10 billion. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Double figures. 10, 15 billion would be nice. Equally, by the way, and it is important to reference this, it could end up being a freaking disaster. So you've got to be kind of thinking about where you're going with that one for sure. You've got to be thinking about where you're going. Right, good. All right, we're cruising here tonight. Bullish. I made 36k in the last 2 months. I think you came into my live stream earlier on and told me that. I'm not sure you want me to do. Do you want me to tell you that's good news? I mean, if you fancy, you can always, head on over, grab a membership on the YouTube channel. We welcome any brand new people to the channel. We're fine with that. Do you need it all? Who knows? XPM rug pull. The hell is XPM? XPM. This one. It's got $2.6 million in market in liquidity. I mean, it looks terrible though. It looks absolutely terrible. Moving on. Moving on pretty quickly. Ooh. Excuse me, everybody. Apologies for that. Tired. I was up early this morning. I had to be up. I was up and out of the house at 7 a.m. on a freaking Sunday. What's that about? Man, we need to get this cryptocurrency stuff dialed in. This needs to become my full-time job where I can talk all things cryptocurrency, build communities, and really make sure that everyone wins this cycle. I don't want to get up at 7 o'clock. Can you ask him if he can let me have 10 grand? I think they just come in and be like, oh, I made 50 grand this morning. And then they just disappear as if everyone's going to give them a clap. Are you bullish on World Limit Finance? I don't like the pre-sale price, but as narrative goes. Toby, I am curiously watching World Limit Finance. I think I would say that. It's very interesting. I think it's very, very not good that they froze 274 wallets. I don't think that's a good thing. But yeah, right now, Will There Be Finance and Pump, I'm watching very, very curiously to see what they do. So yeah. Calamari says, how do you get in your premium Discord? I'll jump in when I get paid. Don't worry about, I'm just going to take it down for the short term. What you can do though, and we will start to do it, is if you become a member on our YouTube channel or probably here on TikTok, then you will get access to the premium Discord as well. We'll do that because, yeah, I just want to try and keep everything a bit more organized and a bit more together. So if you want to do that, head on over to YouTube, grab a membership, or do it here. I'm going to realign those prices so they're all the same, which would be cool. And then what we'll do is that will give you the access to the premium Discord by just being a member. So yeah, every bull run they talk about 4 or 6 coins, but nobody talks about the other ones. Who, yeah, that's true. When do you expect the alt season this year or next year? No. I think we're in the alt season now. Which people may disagree with me, but I think we're in alt season. Again, alt season doesn't have to be max full throttle that's like absolutely skyrocketing every single day to the freaking moon. You just need to see altcoins outperforming Bitcoin. Bearing in mind, right now, we are in 63. So 63 of the top 100 altcoins are outperforming Bitcoin. That's as close as we have been since the start of the freaking year. And, sorry, not the start of the year, since we got into November 2024. And that move. So yeah, we are definitely still seeing that. And alts are moving slowly up. They are grinding higher. This is good news. This is generally what happens before the absolute psychotic Q4 mentalness. So yeah, still bullish on that. Hey bro, what do you think about Avalanche? Super bullish on Avalanche. Love Avalanche. I just wish it would move a little bit more, and their staking rewards were way better than they actually are. But yeah, they're better. And definitely worthwhile doing. You might, if Calamari, if you're just on TikTok, you'd probably be better grabbing it here. Because you are in the Discord anyway, so I've seen you in the Discord. And yeah, you'd be better grabbing it here because you'll get a cool little like badge next to your name. So yeah. Yeah, Obi Joe. Yeah, exactly that. They're pretty much within a few cents. So yeah, you'll get into that. Like I said, it's super early on that, and but yeah, I want to start building that out. So nice, Calamari. Appreciate it. Again, it's never expected, but always appreciative. Like I said, for me, it's about now trying to transition from just a guy that talks about crypto in an evening and does some content to really make this something a bit more. I think it's important. And you can't just do that on views alone, unfortunately. It's just not the way the world works, unless you can get like millions of views. So all season starts on the 17th. Rate cuts, baby. Let's hope so. How many on YouTube, Mike? Tell them to hit the like. Oh, yeah, they should. There is 78 people on the YouTube, right? So, yeah, smash the like button, everybody. Let's get hyped. Let's get hyped. We are nearly... I like this kind of battle, by the way. We've nearly got more people in TikTok than we have on YouTube. So, get ready. I'm actually paying the high YouTube sub price. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if you pay the lower one, you're not getting the premium Discord. No way, bro. Oh, dear. You don't want to get in that. You don't want to get in that. AVAX can reach $400. I think so. Yeah, I think it could even go a little bit higher, personally. I think go a little bit higher, so yeah. But yeah, we're going to get everything aligned. And yeah, we'll just start to build the Discord out. Like I said, I'm posting content in there every single day. I really want a couple of people to come on board in paid roles as well, which I think would be cool. People who can do TA, you can't just pretend you can. You've got to be able to actually do it. And then equally, some of those people that, you know, really dial into this market. I want to make the Discord not only just a cool place to hang around, but yeah, like at the same time, just being there. So yeah, look, Curtis, I think that's the important thing. We'll keep it, want to keep it value. And yeah, I know you do, Obi Joe, but you know me, I'm not about taking any sort of freebies. I want to try and make it that it's worth it. Thanks for your reply. Appreciate it. Hey, Khan, no dramas, mate. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. How fast can it hit $400? Don't forget, by the way, we could see the most insane moves over the course of the next 8 weeks. You could see like altcoin tops, Bitcoin tops by the end of 2025. The debate is only if we go to 2026. What the hell does that look like? But yeah, could be pretty crazy. Crypto bubbles are greening up on the 1 hour. Yeah, Bitcoin right now is having a nice little move. ETH looking like it could break above 4,300. For anyone who's interested, World Liberty Finance is moving and pumps up 8%. Broskies. Hope you got into that trade as we talked about. Good news. 3 times continuous rate cuts coming from this month, September, October, December. Big bump up coming. Shouting it as loud as I possibly can with the caps lock in. What's going on, Salasabee? Appreciate it. I got a big bag of AVAX. Anything over 200 bucks, I'm happy. Chris Moore, bullish on AVAX. Yeah, I like AVAX. I think AVAX got some good news. Definitely think it has. So, yeah. Why do you think it can earn such a high multiplier? Well, you got to think about it. A 10x or a 12x on something like AVAX, which not only has got ETFs coming, institutional, and one of the biggest sectors that hasn't even made a move yet, which is gaming. Understand, Avalanche is poised for massive integration into the gaming sector. They've got huge grants going on, and basically their ecosystem is absolutely massive at the minute. So I think you could see some crazy, crazy, crazy moves when it comes to those particular ones. Again, they are targeting massive growth and easily starting to see that gaming sector move. So yeah, I very much am bullish on AVAX. And don't forget, the last all-time high was like 100 bucks as well. So yeah. I think there's some pretty big movers, and that's before we even see a real mad rush on meme coins, etc. So yeah, we'll see. This is why I come here, Craig and Pete, just for some sense. Seriously, no one seems to have a clue. Crypto is even a thing. I just give up trying to inform folk. Hey, I know that. I know that feeling. Any events this year, 2-bit? John, as in, am I going to any events this year? I'm definitely like setting up to do Bitcoin 2026, though. Holmes, are we still doing that, by the way? Yeah, I do want to get to Bitcoin 2026. I'm actually going to make a point of getting some next year. So I told you guys this the other day. So I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm trying to get a little bit healthier. I'm cycling like 10 miles nearly every single day. Oh, my leg hurts today, but I need to get on with it. So yeah, I'm trying to get in there, and then yeah, I'm gonna be out there, you know, just be like, oh yo, it's 2-bit over there, rather than, oh look, it's that little fat guy from Yorkshire. So yeah, I definitely want to get to Bitcoin 2024. Yeah, it's in the US, mate, in Vegas. Yeah. So I do want to get to a couple of events. Like I said, for me now, I'm very much trying to transition this to become a bit more. So for anyone who doesn't know, who hasn't been part of this journey, I lay off the McDonald's. Mate, I haven't had a McDonald's. I haven't actually had a takeaway now for 14 weeks, I think it is. I haven't eaten chocolate since I went to Cadbury's World the other week. But anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, if we're truly going to make this as just something more than just a guy talking about crypto and a community coming together, then we've got to start doing some stuff. Got to start making stuff happen. And hopefully we get there. Hopefully we get there. What's my Solana target? I mean, I'd like to see it at $1,000, wouldn't you? I mean, does it get there? Maybe 5x on Solana? I think we get there. You got to understand, you got some big coins over there that could move very, very big. Let's say the Trump administration decides to start putting some of the profits from WLFI Financial into the Trump meme coin. Meme coins would go wild once again. So yeah, definitely worthwhile keeping an eye on it. Definitely worthwhile. 2-bit should pay for my ticket for being the first premium subscriber. Hey, maybe. I don't know how much it is though, Joe, but maybe as part of the membership, you get access to membership-only giveaways and all the rest of it. So, hey, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but it might be worth grabbing that membership. Bitcoin 2024, I meant 2026. I did not say 2026. Can Trump meme coin go higher again? Well, like we just said, maybe WLFI Finance starts to push that. You got to understand that's locked in until basically 3 months before Trump finishes his term in office. So, yeah, you're going to want to stay close to that because, let me tell you, it could get pretty interesting. It could get pretty interesting. I wouldn't bet against the meme coin going crazy again. I really wouldn't. ZB Live 2-day event next month. I'm going. Nice. Bullish. Is it in the UK, yeah? I definitely probably should get to a UK one. Definitely probably should get to a UK-based one. Nice, John. Love it. Yorkshire. Born and bred, by the way. God's own county. Where the best people in the world come from, by the way. Best people in the world come from Yorkshire. London. Oh, get out of here, John. Don't talk to me. You're from London or the events in London. I'm so confused right now. We're on 2 different conversations. Anyway, right. Market warming up nicely. Hopefully we get some nice bullish catalysts coming out of the Asian markets opening in about 3 hours' time. That could be good news. Altcoins starting to move. Aerodrome looking like it might go green as well. But the overall market now starting to push up, which is good. Beams once again, starting to have a little bit of a nice move. Overall market now at 1.09% up on the day. Setting up, as we talked about right at the very start of this stream, for a pretty good move in the market. Hopefully we're going to get it. Hopefully we're going to get it. Right. We've got about 5 minutes left of the stream, and then I'm out of here because, yeah, Sundays are a busy old day. Busy old day for me. So lots of calls and lots of things. 5,000 AVAX holding 2 years. Nice, Chris Moore. That's bullish. That is actually bullish. To be walking around like a Yorkshire pudding. Oh, come on, Curtis. You don't have to make it rude about me. You know what I mean? Get out of here, Curtis. Someone ban him. Get him out of here. XRP Vegas would be awesome. Yeah, we should do it. We should definitely do it. We looked at this before, didn't we? I think it's about $1,000. I think it's about $1,000, if I'm honest. Bitcoin. I've messaged them both years saying, oh, by the way, I'm like the 2-Bit Crypto channel. Like, do you want to, you know, maybe give me a press pass and like come out and da-da-da-da? Yeah, here we go. Bitcoin 2026. So the pass and hotel bundle, get bundle, is... yes. Oh my god, it's a little bit more actually. So yeah, so the 15% of passes and hotel is $2,000. Price includes $220 resort fee, assuming 1 room and 4-night stay. So now, if you did 2 guests, it's $1,185 per person. If you go by yourself, it's 2 Gs. So if we did 10 people, anyway. But yeah, I do want to kind of do it. I think we should. It's we talked about this before on the stream, but I can't remember when it is. April 27th, 2026. So, yeah, we've got a bit of time to come out. But, you know, maybe we do something. It's $1,000, though. It's a lot of money, that. Is investment calls not premium Discord stuff? No, the investment call is the investment call with the initial investment group that we're still in. So, yeah, there's events every Thursday in Manchester for crypto meetup if you're young enough not like. Is there really? I work in Manchester. I actually work in Manchester nearly every day. I'll have to have a look at that. Just spend that money on crypto. I mean, that's true. That's true. But you don't understand, like, we could get some super bullish catalysts, and, yeah, equally some good news out there. So, we'll see. Hopefully by that point, don't forget, April, we'll see some absolutely skyrocketing cryptocurrency prices. All-time highs will be, and everyone will have made more money than know what to freaking do with. We'll need stuff to spend on it. Private jets, Lambos, Porsches, you name it. We're going to be out there in Vegas making it happen. Who knows? Worthwhile thinking about it. Right, on the poll, by the way, is a 50-50 split. Only 30 of you decided to vote, so appreciate your contribution to the stream tonight, you massive set of choppers. Imagine 2-Bit beats the Hangover movie. 1K would be nothing after that pump. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Yeah, this stream has absolutely flown by. I genuinely do not know where this time has gone. We've already broke an hour and nearly 10 minutes. It's 10:05. It's pretty wild. So, as always, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Look out for some more content coming tonight. And we'll be back tomorrow, 9 p.m. UK time, 4 p.m. Eastern, giving you all the latest updates and, more importantly, keeping you dialed in this week. It is a big week for cryptocurrency that you do not want to miss. We'll have it all for you here on the 2-Bit Crypto channel. So, until tomorrow, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.